People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. Anything that happens overseas, Jamaican want one, they want to try it. It is called coming to a theater near you, meaning in a Jamaica. Somebody are going to try it, somebody are going to fail, somebody are going to lose them life, somebody are going to get hurt, somebody are going to end up in a prison, whatever the case is. I am speaking about a video that was making its round on social media maybe about a month or so ago in one of those islands, I think, Barbados, don't quote me. Two videos actually. You saw a taximan, cabbie, taxi operator, whichever you want to call it. He was in his vehicle. Obviously, he had some sorts of camera system, security camera set up. You saw he picked up two customers, two passengers. And about 30 seconds into the video, one of them wheel and pop off a tool, pointed at the cabbie head. The cabbie said to himself, listen, me nah give up my life, and me nah give up my stuff, meaning my cash, my jewelry, any sorts of goodies. Me no mind lose my life, however, me no mind take couple people with me, meaning the suspect, the robbers, the stick-up kids that were in the vehicle. The taximan pressed pedal to the metal and start blaze. While he was blazing, you could hear the two man them, the robbers in the car, a ball for their mother. Eventually, the taximan chuck out his own vehicle, and then the same can be said about the robbery suspect. They wanted no sorts of parts. They did not anticipate. They were not ready. They did not have any sorts of plan B or option B. Those two suspects were arrested and charged lockup. Them get time. Very brave, but not so smart cabman, because it could have turned the other way. So instead of the tables turning, he could actually get burned. I said in a video that I did before, I would not recommend that you do this, the average person. It depends on who the suspect, the robbers are, and it depends on who the taxi driver is. Do not gamble with your life. It is best to lose your worldly possession than to lose your life. You can always get that back. However, you cannot get back the one life that you live. Fast forward, Sunday gone, at the intersection of Victoria Avenue and Ellison Road, that is in Kingston, Jamaica. It is said that the same thing was displayed. A taxi driver driving at that intersection picked up two passengers. One of those passengers, 18-year-old Kimani Small, he is from the area. It is said that Mr. Small came in the vehicle and he was sitting in the front seats. The next person sit down in the back seats. The person in the back seat, while the driver was driving to their destination, wheel and pop off, pull out a tool upon the taxi driver, taxi operator. The taxi operator obviously saw that video, saw my video and said, you know, say, me going to try my luck. You know, say, me not going to make these people where stick me up and I talk about give me your cash, give me your watch, give me your jewelry, give me your this, give me your that. The only thing them want to get, them are going to end up in some sort of casket. They are going to get a fast or speedy express funeral. Me might lose my life. However, may I take out couple people or at least one with me. Again, it seems as if these two individuals did not have any sorts of plan B. So therefore, when them stick up the man and the man press pedal to the metal and start blaze, them two open the door and chuck out. This happened on Sunday. Based on the information, it is said that the Popo arrested Mr. Kimani Small, who is a student. Don't know what school he goes to, don't know what he's learning at school. Obviously, he was not learning anything positive. It is said that he was arrested and officially charged after the incidents. They did some sort of identification parade and the taximan point him out and say, yeah, him robbed me. He was charged with assault with intent to rob. He was also charged with H00T of common law in possession of a prohibited weapon and ammunition. The moral of the story again: do not be penny wise and pound foolish. Do not take a gamble in which you could lose your life. When you weigh the pros and the cons, yes, you work hard for your vehicle. Yes, you want your cash to pay your bills. You like your nice jewelry. You like your worldly possession. However, you should also appreciate that you're living your life in this world. You can always regain those stuff. It might not be easy because life is hard. However, you can never regain that one life that you are given. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Don't lose your life over stuff that you can always get back. Duppy know who for frighten. Sometimes that duppy gets duppied. Sometimes that duppy might duppy you. If that makes sense, pick sense out of nonsense. The bottom line to all of this is that these two young youths, knucklehead, Dumb and Dumber, decide to go on some sorts of robbery mission, and the tables got turned. When the tables got turned, they did not know how to react. They had no plan B, so therefore them jump out of the cab to save thyself. That cabbie also took a gamble. It worked out for him in that situation. However, there are many of cabbies like this that took the same gamble. However, it did not turn out very fortunate for them. So therefore, analyze and assess your situation. Know when to jump, know when to walk away, like that song the gambler says. So apparently, when these two suspects jump out of the speeding vehicle, at least one of them, the one that was held, Mr. Small, got injured. He might have taken himself to the place of recovery, and that was when the people in the hospital called the Popo, because this incident occurred on Sunday. He was arrested within 24 hours after that. It is more than coincidental that he was caught. Maybe he pretty much get injured and got stuck between a rock and a hard place. Him could have nursed himself. However, maybe the situation or his condition was very serious. Luckily for the taximan, he did not lose his life. He did not get robbed. And most importantly, luckily for all involved, one of these two youths was arrested and slapped with some very serious charges. People, learn from this. Pick sense out of nonsense. Know when to walk. Know when to give up. Like the song the gambler said. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, this is called the Rockfort. Rockfort is in Kingston, Eastern Rockfort Files. It is said that at least 11, some accounts say 7, some say 11. Don't know if the people that got grace, they count as a hit or count as getting H00T. However, it is said that on a place called Rusden Road in a Rockfort, whole heap of people, multiple people get caught up. At least 3 of them on last count is gone so far. One of those person, his name is PENG. It is said that they came for one individual that had some sorts of incident with somebody last year in a 2022. This is PENG's picture right here. This is the person that was supposed to be the intended target. I am getting it that he is also taken out. Now people, you and I know that it is a natural occurrence in Jamaica whenever there's any sorts of hits, any sorts of GANG rivalry, whether it is external or internal, reprisal is the order of the day. When these people come, whenever you spar with the enemy, you can also DIE with the enemy. These people are trying to send a clear message that, listen, if you take one of ours, we are going to take back one of yours. Better yet, we are going to take or try to take out at least 7 to 11. They have reprisal in store. It will come to you soon. In a AR, you have a thing that is called collateral damage. So therefore, whenever the intended target is taken out, whoever else gets it, just gets it. It is part of the mission, as long as mission is accomplished, as long as the target is taken out. It is said that at least a couple children also get graze. Me don't know if them count them people in the people may get pie up, or they consider those lucky. I have the videos and I have pictures. In the video that I have, it look like Chucky. It look like Chainsaw. It look like Leatherface. It look like Charles and his group of girls pass through. I am speaking about total MASSA. I'm not talking about the makeup. It sounds just like that. People lay down on the ground. At least 5 or 6 of them that I saw. People are cry, people are bawl, people are try identify people because some people's face look like it was missing. Now people, when we talk about volatile communities and communities that are like a volcano, Rockfort is one of those places. The people in Rockfort even more serious than the people in Spanish Town, in my opinion. If not, they are just as close. They are the people you call FRENDKILLER. I have known a couple of them and they live in a foreign. These people, they carry grudge to the GRAVE. They will take what them own for some sorts of misunderstanding, and worse, if you are the opposition, they do not give a RATSASS about your picnic, about your granny, about the picnic on the BREASTASIS. They will take out just about anybody. They are as cold as it comes. And people, it look like the AR start again, unfortunately, for the decent residents in a Rockfort. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, if you look at your screen, public service announcement. There's a man that is on the screen. He has been missing from Saturday to the hour Thursday. So therefore 4 or 5 days. Not a good sign. His government name Ian Rowe, OC Frost. It is said that he was probably missing where his last address, Red Hills Road, Parker's Lane to be specific. He is originally from Falmouth. He is said to be a laborer at the Silver Sun Housing Development, West Indies home contractor. So therefore he is a 9-to-5er. He is no sorts of criminal element. You know that I would not be searching for any sorts of criminal, at least if I know he is or she is a criminal. People, if you're seeing this man, if you have any sorts of information, don't call me. Well, you can call me. Phone number, WhatsApp number 1-876-894-2711. Most importantly, call the Popo. The family members, co-workers, loved ones of this man, they are very concerned, hoping that they find him in the best of health, hoping that he is still alive. Do whatever you can to locate this man before it is too late. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called Only in Jamaica, the weirdest place on planet Earth. Apparently, A good Samaritan was passing by somewhere in Montego Bay. And you know how these drivers in a Jamaica drive like some sorts of madbat out of hell. Apparently, they hit down one of those big pigs in the road. The pig was injured and the pig walked or dragged itself across the street along with its piglets. This one lady was passing and saw the whole thing, and somebody documented it and put it on TikTok. I want you to hear the response of this good Samaritan as she saw this pig laying there, looked as if it is on her DEATH bed. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
The pig got hit by a car, and the pig has a broken leg, and the pig struggled to come across the road. This pig looked like it just delivered, right? It has piglets. And I went to the police station and tell them to get a vet to come and help the pig. And they say in Jamaica don't have no service to help animals. There is no vet that can help the pig, right? And this is not right. A country is supposed to look out for its animals and look out for its weak, not just human. Look at the pig suffering on the side of the road in Montego Bay, Jamaica. And there's no public help, no government to help the pig.
Now, people, it is unusual that you see people in Jamaica that are sympathetic to even human beings and even worse, to animals, whether a dog or whether a one pig in this instance. Lady, this is the harsh reality of Jamaica. If you was crossing the street in a mobile and call the po and tell them, say, a vehicle lick you down, there would be no sorts of emergency. You might lay there and pretty much bleed out. My point is this: they do not care about the human, especially if you're poor and worse. Them not care about no DOG or no PIG. They do not have ambulance, proper facility for the human. So therefore, if them not make that a priority, what you think is going to happen when you call the po station and report this? They are probably laughing at the background. The man I say, Squaddy, you know, here one woman I say, one little pig and some piglet lay down in the street. Them are going to say, hold on a minute, she thinks America or Canada this are Jamaica. Face the harsh reality. They are probably thinking, and people, I don't want to sound insensitive, I wonder if we can go by the po jeep and bring some sorts of BUTCEHER with us and pretty much put this pig out of its misery and pretty much get some sorts of pork. After all, this is Montego Bay and them love HITE meats. And I am not speaking about any sorts of rent-a-dread in the tourist mecca. And when you look at it, ironically or coincidentally, pork is the other HITE meat. It is very expensive. So therefore the po said to themselves, maybe we can get some sorts of free meat, because people, you know that the po, they are a set of freeloaders. They are not there to serve and protect. They are there to get anything by the hook or the crook. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.